I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration,
Nithyanandam.
your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but Your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, we welcome all Kailasa Vasis attending from all Kailasa monasteries, gurukuls, temples, ashrams, and centers from around the world. We welcome all our viewers, devotees, who are joining us from Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Nithyananda TV, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, YouTube viewers, and all those blessed to have Nana Diksha, the two-way video conferencing, and who are joining us today in this pre-satsang hosting segment. We welcome all of you. We'll be starting today's pre-satsang segment with a short introduction to Devi Parashakthi, the Divine Cosmic Mother. Devi, the ultimate, pure feminine consciousness, the Cosmic Mother. She is the Source Shakti. It is her cosmic womb, Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes comes out and go in. Devi is the source of the Big Bang and black holes. Devi Parashakthi is the divine consort of Lord Paramashiva, who is the primordial god of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revealed first and foremost relationship is mother. Ability to learn, even idea to relate starts with mother. Mother is an important way to connect what you think as life. In Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware your ability to connect with the mother should be directed to cosmos. It should inspire, it should awaken your higher consciousness. It should inspire your higher consciousness to express through you. Connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, most easiest form to ever connect. Today, out of his extreme compassion and love, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. Now, let us look at what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. What is Samadhi? The word Samadhi is made of Sama, which means oneness, and Adi, which means source. So Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. Now let us look at what the word darshan means. Darshan means to have a glimpse of. In Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being, as just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in the receiver. Darshan is a powerful, superconscious vibration that is present around an avatar at all times. He simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. The auspicious moment when you are able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you, raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your being. Divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from KAILASA, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations. Divine cosmic beings manifest through Archavataras, the deities in the temples, and through Bhava Samadhi Darshans in the Nijavataras, the incarnations. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a science of Nijavatara manifesting Paramashiva, the supreme consciousness. Devi Parashakti expresses through being of Raja Rajeshwari and manifests as Nijavatara in the physical form through Devi Minakshi. The Archavatara, the deities, reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy, but human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatara directly. The avatar, physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create the experience of the superconscious energy in all of us. Bhava Samadhi awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. During darshan, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives. During Bhava Samadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the incarnation. Mirror neurons activate and process all the observed moments or information of the avatar just by seeing. Now, what are Akashic readings? Akashic readings are not predictions. It is reading from the cosmic archives. Beyond time, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. Because Akashic records are stored in Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happened, happening, and yet to happen are clearly already recorded. Now, we'll be going through a brief introduction to our beloved Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of KAILASA, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva, as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors, who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. Before 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was identified as a 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism. In 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into Balasanyas and performed his first Chaturmasya pilgrimage at the age of 3. In 1988, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a future Guru Mahasannidhanam of Thondai Mandala Adinam, the oldest monastic university. On 24th May 1994, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the successor of Arunachala Sarangapitham by Guru Parampara. In the year 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive KAILASA internationally. The same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the successor of Kashi Sarvangapitha. In the picture in front of us, we see the Guru Parampara of Arunachala Sarangapitham, which declared the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as successor of Arunachala Sarangapitham. From the left, we see the Yoga Guru of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Yogi Yogananda Puri, followed by the Vedanta Guru of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Isaki Swamigal, followed by the Tantra Guru of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Mata Vibhudananda Puri, followed by the picture of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism when he was 16 years old at around May 1994, when he was declared as a successor of Arunachala Sarangapitha. In the year 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive KAILASA internationally. These pictures are from the time when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism realized his avataric mission in Omkareshwar and came to Tiruvannamalai to offer his prayers to the Arunachaleshwara temple. These pictures are from that time. In the year 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a successor of Kashi Sarvangapitham. On 4th November 2002, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded Adi Kailasha Sarvangapitham. On 1st January 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as a successor of Bhagyanagara Shripura Sarvangapitham. On 31st December 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam of Suryavamsa lineage. On 4th November 2002, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded Adi Kailasa Sarvangapitham. In the picture in front of us, we see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performing the rituals of the foundation laying ceremony. On 1st January 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as a successor of Bhagyanagara Shripura Sarvangapitham. The picture in front of us shows the coronation ceremony that took place on that day. On 31st December 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam of Suryavamsa lineage. The picture on the extreme right shows the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on 31st December 2004 when he was declared as the emperor of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. The two pictures on the left-hand side are of the predecessor emperors or rajas of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. In the year 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as a Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adi Pallava Sarvangapitham. The same year, in 2007, he was declared as a Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. On 27th April 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shamla Pitha Sarvangapitham, the oldest Hindu papal state and monastic kingdom. In the year 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the in the year 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revived Adi Pallava Sarvangapitham. On April 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasanota Shamla Pitha Sarvangapitham by the 292nd Guru Mahasannidhanam. In the picture in front of us, we see the 292nd Guru Mahasannidhanam reading out the declaration of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as his successor and coronating him with the golden crown and giving him the silver staff to rule over Madurai, the oldest Hindu papal state and monastic kingdom. In the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar, Supreme Spiritual Head of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was the youngest Mahamandaleshwar during this coronation. The same year, in 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atal Akhada, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism, by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukadevananda Ji, the then incumbent spiritual head. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Tanjore Adinam. In the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as a Mahamandaleshwar, Supreme Spiritual Head of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was the youngest Mahamandaleshwar during this coronation. The pictures in front of us show the coronation ceremonies. The picture on the left bottom corner shows the coronation deed of Sri Panchayati Akhada Mahanirvani, where they declare the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as their Mahamandaleshwar. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Tanjore Adinam. The pictures in front of us show when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism visited Tanjore Adinam in 2014 during this coronation. In the same year, in 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Tiruvarur Adinam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Vedaranyam Adinam and as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Panchanidikolam Adinam. The picture in front of us shows the Guru Parampara of Tiruvarur Adinam, to which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam in the year 2014. The picture in front of us shows the Guru Parampara of Vedaranyam Adinam, starting from Bhagwan Paramashivoham himself. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a Guru Mahasanidhanam of Vedaranyam Adinam in the year 2014. In the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a Guru Mahasanidhanam of Dharmamukti Swargapuram Adinam. The same year, he was coronated as a Guru Mahasanidhanam of Adipitha Koladam. In the same year, he was elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders or pontiffs. In the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Dharmamukti Swargapuram Adinam. The same year, in 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a Guru Mahasanidhanam of Adipitha Koladam. The picture in front of us shows Sri Shantavir Mahaswami of Koladam coronating the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as his Uttaradhikari or successor. From 11th January to 13th January 2015, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam was elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu pontiffs. The picture in front of us shows this coronation ceremony that took place from 11th January to 13th January in 2015. Now let us look at the global initiatives of KAILASA. 28 years of relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolutions, and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies. The pictures in front of us show a small glimpse of the enormous work done by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism through KAILASA and its various international agencies and bodies. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored more than 300 books and written more than 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which have been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies, books, and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as the most prolific and most viewed guru in the digital world. He is read and watched by over 1 billion followers in Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has delivered over 10,000 hours of discourses, which have gathered over 1 billion views on social media. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, etc. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins' Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. The Sovereign Order of KAILASA, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora are working towards global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of over 1,000 KAILASA Enlightenment ecosystems. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvangapeethams. With this, we come to the end of this short introduction to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back with the next segment. Thank you. Nithyananda.
I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but Your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to the pre-satsang hosting segment. In this particular segment, we will be looking at the unique contribution of Hinduism, the divine feminine consciousness. The unique contribution to the spiritual consciousness from the Vedic tradition is sacred feminine worship. Even if everything from what Vedic tradition gave is lost, then just if the sacred feminine tradition is there, then the whole thing can be revived because that is the seed. Hinduism has at least 10,000 sampradayas or subsects. If all sampradayas are lost for some reason and only this one sampradaya, the Devi worship, remains, the whole thing can be brought back because the whole thing is centered on this one, mother worship. Mother worship carries the blueprint, the hologram of the whole Vedic tradition. On 17 September 2010, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has shared and revealed that sacred feminine worship is a hologram of the Vedic tradition. There is no enlightened being on the planet Earth without worshipping the sacred feminine, including me. I am basically a Shakta. I myself followed Devi worship. From the beginning, if you see my biography and all the deities I carved, the darshan I had all mother-based, Devi-based. Now let us watch this short video about feminism and Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
Hinduism is the most feministic religion, I tell you. In Hinduism, not just religion, even the Hindu economy, Hindu social system, everything is feminist. The women-centered, everything is feminist. When time comes, I'll try to reveal more details about it. How the women is the foundation of Hindu civilization. They formed the basis of Hindu civilization. Someone asked Ramakrishna when he was in deathbed. Literally, everyone knows that he is going to leave the body soon. I should not use the word deathbed for the great incarnations like him. They never die, but the time to leave their body. Everyone knows that he is going to leave the body. Close, sincere devotees of him, they come and ask him, Bhagavan, how can you leave the body so soon? Still, you have not trained enough people to continue your mission. Only few boys are trained and they are too young. He smiles and says, one woman is enough to carry my mission. She is already trained. Sharada Devi. She is trained enough. She will be the foundation from which this Ramakrishna Sampradaya, this whole civilization, revival will start. And that's true. It is she, Parashakthi, Jagat Janani, Sharada Devi. She formed the foundation for this whole Ramakrishna Sampradaya to flower. I tell you, in Hindu civilization, spirituality, religion, Hindu economy, everything is centered on mother, on women.
Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, a great avatar who lived from 1836 to 1886, says, Shiva is Brahman, but Devi has the key to reach Brahman. Unless she opens, nobody can reach. Very beautifully, he describes a house scene. Even though husband is the owner, the key to the house will be on the hip of the mother. Either you have to fall at the feet of the mother, or these small sons of the mother, only they can touch that place, the hip of the mother, and remove the key. Nobody else can touch. So either surrender to mother or people who are closer to mother to reach. The second verse of Devi Upanishad, Devi Parashakti reveals, I am essentially Brahman. From me has proceeded the world comprising Prakriti and Purusha, the void and the plenum. I am all forms of bliss and non-bliss. Knowledge and ignorance are myself. Brahman and non-Brahman are to be known, says the scripture of Atharvans. Continuing further in the third verse, Devi Parashakti reveals, I am the five elements as also what is different from them. I am the entire world. I am the Veda as well as what is different from it. I am the unborn. I am the born. Below and above and around am I. Devi Parashakti is the ultimate, pure, feminine consciousness. Devi Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and go in. She is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Devi Parashakti is the source Shakti, source energy, source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, in which all of us are going to merge. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Devi Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. Now, let us watch this Devi Parashakti Akashic reading through the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which will be followed by its translation.
Om, Om, Om. Om, Om, Om. ஓமெனும் ஓங்காரத்து உட்பொருளாய் மலர்ந்து உயிர்த்தெழுந்து இறையனார் இடப்பாகத்திருந்து குமரிக்கண்டம் ஆளும் மீனாட்சி மலர்ந்தேன் இங்கு நல்லருள் செய்திடவும் நல்வாக்கு தந்திடவும் ஆனந்தம் ஞானத்தொடு பூரண அன்பு ஏகம் அநேகமாய் ஆகிய இப்புவுலகிற்கு பரமசிவன் ஞானம் தர வந்தேன் பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி அருளாட்சி அரசாட்சி பொருளாட்சியொடு நன்மாட்சிமையொடு ஆட்சி செய்யும் பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி நான் கருணையே வடிவாய் கண்மலர்ந்து நன்மை செய்திட வந்திட்டேன். மாந்தர்கள் கேளுங்கள் இந்த பெருநன்மை சத்தியத்தை, கேட்டு நீங்கள் வாழ்ந்திட கேடும் பெருந்துக்கமும் உங்களுக்கில்லை. கேட்டிடுங்கள் இவ்வினாடி என்னை கண்டுகொண்டும் கேட்டுக்கொண்டும் இருக்கும் உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நான் அளிக்கும் தீட்சை. நானே நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் கடந்த உயிர்ப்பாய் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்குள்ளும் பரமசிவோஹம் 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 Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham. இதை தீட்சையாய் ஏற்று இதே உணர்வோடு அமர்ந்திருங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் எல்லா நன்மையும் வரமும் ஞானமும் அருளும் அளிக்கின்றேன். ஓங்காரத்தின் உட்பொருளாய் வேதமொடு ஆகமம் மெய்யாய் வெளிப்பட்டு உபவேதங்கள் உபாகமங்கள் அனைத்துமாய் உயர்ந்து நின்று தத்துவங்கள் ஆராய் உண்மையை செப்பி ஜகம் முழுவதும் ஞானம் அளிக்கும் பாரதி பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி நான். ஆய கலைகள் 64 உடலும் மனமும் உயர்வை அடைந்திடும். பரமசிவ சக்திகளை உங்களுக்குள் மலர்த்தவே வந்திருக்கின்றேன். அஷ்ட சித்திகளும் அஷ்ட கன்மமும் ஆதி சக்தி பரமேஸ்வரியாய் மலர்ந்து உங்கள் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் ஆனந்தம் அளிக்கின்றேன். அஞ்சாதீர், ஆனந்தத்தோடிருப்பீர். ஓம் 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 ஹ்ரீம் 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 ஓம் ஹ்ரீம். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Now let us go through the translation of the Devi Parashakthi reading which we just saw. Raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashodashi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa, Shripura Chintamani, Parashodashi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here, to give good boon to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranya Garbha Swarupani, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma Parvati, Savitri, Navayayana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodashi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion, I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. On 24th May 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed how to receive Devi Parashakti. Literally, you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there in your screen. So always receive her very traditionally. Keep 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen. Watch Devi. Coin is considered traditional dakshina. In Hindu tradition, it can be the lowest value. In India, it can be even 1 paise. In USA, it can be a cent even. I am not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay. Offer that to Devi. After darshan is over, do namaskar and eat the banana, betel leaf, and betel nut. Take it as prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it to Los Angeles temple. This betel leaf, betel nut may look too small, but in few days you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really she is there. You will not take the Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous, unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior. Now, let us watch this revelation from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on how to prepare to receive grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti.
I wanted to give you one sacred secret to all of you. Do this Panchabhuta Yoga. See, whenever you want to ask any question to Devi and receive the answer, on that day, do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Means, apply only mud on the body and take bath. Don't apply any chemical on the body to take bath. Just that Puttuman means that anthill mud. Only that apply on the body and take bath. Don't apply anything else. That is mud. Earth part, earth component. Second, water. Drink only water that day. Don't eat, drink, don't do anything other than drinking water. When you come for the Parashakti's Akashic reading, at least for a few hours prepare yourself. Maybe 10 hours ahead. Just drink only water and keep yourself active. Third, the fire in your stomach should be allowed to burn without any food dumped on it. Just the pure fire. You can chant Omkara to intensify it, or Mahavagya, Ajapa Japa, but pure fire. No food, nothing. That pure fire should be encouraged. And just be in the free air, open space, breathing the whole sky at least few hours before. And intensely unclutch to get the power of the space, Akasha. See, listen. Akasha is an intense energy. Just like the other bhutas, like earth, water, fire, air, the Akasha also is a pure consciousness. It is intelligence, living energy. Once you start unclutching, you manifest Akasha's energy in you, consciousness in you. So do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Your questions will be surely answered immediately by Parashakti. If you just do this Panchabhuta Yoga and come for the Devi Akashic reading, she will simply answer your questions. I'll repeat. Apply the anthill mud and take bath, or even clay. Don't use any other chemical. Take bath just with the mud. Second, drink only water. No other food or juice at least for 10 hours ahead. If possible, that whole day. Third, intensify the Agni in your stomach without dumping any food on it. Just through the Omkara, Ajapa Japa, ignite it, intensify it. Fourth, walk around and breathe in an open space at least for a few hours before. Fifth, try to unclutch as intensely as possible to receive the Akasha energy, Chitambara, that energy of cosmic space. With this Panchabhuta Yoga, come to Parashakti's Akashic reading. Surely she will answer your questions.
Now we'll be going through Revelations by Devi Parashakthi from 12th May 2021. Now we'll be going through the Revelations by Devi Parashakthi from 12th May 2021. We'll be reading out the English translation of the Revelation. World cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. Srishti should not have loss. Cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi KAILASA. Adi KAILASA is the ship that will gather all enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from the Pralaya through the tricks of traitors, rule of the enemies. Without any other way out, time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards huge destruction. People, even if children, do mistakes in ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodashi, Manonmani. My responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction. I am telling some of the truths. Listen properly. Within next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. Crores of lives will be lost in India. I am telling you the truth. I am telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. In the following segment, we'll be going through the current state of the world as revealed by Devi Parashakti in this Akashic reading. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Nithyanandam.
I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life.
Welcome back. Now, let us look at the current state of the world as revealed by Devi Parashakthi. The following news is from indiatvnews.com from 2nd June 2022. Coronavirus outbreak in North Korea. A top official at the World Health Organization said the UN Health Agency assumes the coronavirus outbreak in North Korea is getting worse, not better, despite the secretive country's recent claims that COVID-19 is slowing there. At a briefing on Wednesday, June 1st, WHO's emergencies chief, Dr. Mike Ryan, appealed to North Korean authorities for more information about the COVID-19 outbreak there, saying, "We have real issues in getting access to the raw data and to the actual situation on the ground." He said, WHO has not received any privileged information about the epidemic, unlike in typical outbreaks when the countries may share more sensitive data with the organization so it can evaluate the public health risks for the global community. The following news is from WHO International. The COVID-19 pandemic has been a key factor in slowing progress towards universal energy access. Globally, 733 million people still have no access to electricity, and 2.4 billion people still cook using fuels detrimental to their health and the environment. At the current rate of progress, 670 million people will remain without electricity by 2030, 10 million more than projected last year. Moving on. The next news item is from financialexpress.com dated 31st May 2022. In terms of daily case count, India on Tuesday saw a marginal dip as the 2,338 COVID-19 infections were registered in the last 24 hours. In terms of the daily corona fatalities, the country witnessed 19 deaths in the span of one day. While overall national tally remains well below the 3,000 mark, there has been a surge in certain areas, both Maharashtra and Kerala, which have been the COVID epicenters in both the first and the second wave. The cases are creeping up steadily. In fact, Aslam Sheikh, Mumbai City Guardian Minister, has also issued a warning and said that if the graph of coronavirus cases keeps the upward trend, the state government may have to reintroduce COVID curves. For 5 consecutive days, Mumbai has been reporting over 300 COVID-19 cases. Meanwhile, the results are out for the 3 samples of the suspected monkeypox infection. The lab at the National Institute of Virology says that all 3 samples have tested negative, and so far, India remains monkeypox free. The WHO says that as many as 23 nations around the globe have reported this virus. The following news is from Guardian.com. A spike of COVID-19 cases and deaths in Portugal, driven by Omicron BA.5 subvariant, in spite of warm temperatures, is causing capitals across Europe to once again consider measures against a pandemic that has started to fade into public memory. Portugal confirmed 26,848 new cases and recorded 47 COVID deaths on Wednesday, the highest daily death toll since 17 February, when 51 deaths from the disease were reported. The trend contrasts with the pandemic situation in France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and neighboring Spain, where case rates have been declining for the last 2 months. According to figures from the Portuguese Health Ministry, 1,455 people died from COVID as the country entered its 6th wave of the pandemic in April and May. The latest report from the Health Ministry and the Ricardo George Institute noted that mortality from all causes is above the expected values for the time of the year, adding there had been an increase in specific mortality from COVID-19. The following news is from ommcomnews.com, dated 3rd June 2022. An estimated 2 million people in Britain have lingering COVID-19 symptoms more than 4 weeks after their initial coronavirus infection, a latest survey showed. Based on the Office of National Statistics survey of people living in private households in Britain, an estimated 3% of population were experiencing long COVID symptoms as of 1st May. This is 200,000 more people than ONS's previous estimated prevalence of 1.8 million as of 3rd April. Of the estimated 2 million people with self-reported long COVID, 442,000, which is 22%, first had or suspected they had COVID-19 less than 12 weeks previously. 1.4 million people, or 72%, at least 12 weeks prior to their ongoing symptoms. 826,000, or 42%, at least 1 year previously, and 376,000, or 19%, at least 2 years previously. We have seen cases of long COVID due to Omicron BA2 variant be at least as high as previous variants, despite not causing the same hospitalization rate, said David Strain, clinical senior lecturer and honorary consultant of the University of Exeter Medical School. Strain said the most concerning figure in the survey, however, is the 376,000 people who have had the disease for more than 2 years, noting this is only looking at the first 4 months of COVID infections in Britain. This number will inevitably climb as all those who got COVID in the second, third, and fourth waves experience continued symptoms, he added. The following news is from Times of India. India has reported a total of 2,259 fresh coronavirus cases across the country on Friday and 20 deaths, taking the overall death toll to 5,24,323. The following news is from news18.com. COVID-19 continues to ravage China and North Korea for several reasons, but primarily because of Omicron's virulent nature. COVID-19 cases continue to soar in China and North Korea. North Korea's health authorities have said they have observed a downward trend, but Pyongyang observers have dismissed North Korea's COVID stats, claiming that they are essentially nonsense. The United States reported at least 108,000 coronavirus cases every day for the past week and also reported a rise in hospitalization. The New York Times said in a report that hospitalizations were up by 30% to roughly 24,700 per day. The following news is from NewYorkTimes.com. Another form of Omicron subvariant BA2 has become the dominant version among new US coronavirus cases, according to federal estimates on Tuesday, a development that experts had forecast over the last few weeks. There was no indication yet that the new subvariant known as BA2.12.1 causes more severe disease than earlier forms did. BA2.12.1 made up about 58% of all new US cases, according to estimates by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for the week ending May 21st. The following news is from CBC Canada. Unexplained severe acute hepatitis cases among children continue to emerge in Canada and around the world. And while health officials desperately search for a cause of the mysterious illness, researchers are pointing to a possible link to COVID-19. The World Health Organization said Tuesday there are now at least 348 probable cases of severe acute hepatitis or inflammation of the liver in children under investigation worldwide, which aren't caused by the usual hepatitis virus or any other clear source. In Canada, more than a dozen possible cases have been reported across multiple provinces since Public Health Agency of Canada PHAC confirmed earlier this month that some cases of the severe liver disease were under investigation. While an early line of investigation from UK health officials emphasized possible link to adenovirus, a family of viruses typically known for causing mild cold or flu-like illness. Global teams are also zeroing in on potential impacts from SARS-CoV-2, the virus behind COVID-19. The following news is from NDTV.com. The number of people who have died from COVID-19 in Europe, the long-time epicenter of the pandemic, has passed 2 million, the World Health Organization said Thursday. A devastating milestone has passed as reported confirmed COVID-19 deaths from countries in the WHO European region have exceeded more than 2 million people, the UN Health Agency said in a statement. The WHO's European region comprises 53 countries and regions, including several in Central Asia. According to the health body, 2 million people have died from COVID out of 218 million registered cases in the region. The United States, the world's worst affected country, has lost more than 1 million people. Meanwhile, after the resurgence from the first 2 weeks of March, the number of infections is falling in Europe. The number of new cases and deaths have declined by 26% and 24% in the last 7 days. More than 2 years after the first restrictions, most European countries have eased their restrictions intended to curb the spread of the novel coronavirus. The following news is from InShots.com. A WHO report has estimated that there were 47 lakh COVID-19 deaths in India from January 2020 till December 2021 end, which is 4.7 million COVID-19 deaths, which is nearly 10 times the official figures. India rejected the estimates by calling data collection methodology questionable and said, despite India's objection to the process, methodology, and outcome of this modeling exercise, WHO released the excess mortality estimates. The following news is from voanews.com. A new study says 1 in 10 Australian healthcare workers has had thoughts of suicide or self-harm during the pandemic. Healthcare workers in Somalia suffer from high rates of anxiety, depression, and stress because of their work with COVID-19 cases. Initial findings recorded a high prevalence of anxiety in the workforce at 69%, 46% for depression, and 15% for stress. Now let us look at the solutions for the suffering of Pralaya as revealed by Devi Parashakthi. Now let us watch this Parashakthi reading.
Parashodasi Meenakshi, Parameshwari Meenakshi, Parashakthi Meenakshi, இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால் நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதைச் செய்திட நன்மையைச் சொல்லிட தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் 1, சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் என்னை சரணடைதல் 2, எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாரி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3, நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4, நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5, சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6, நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் வைத்து 10 நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7 பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு ஸ்மரணையில் அகம் அகம் என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் ஆனந்த ஸ்புரணத்தில் இருப்பது 8 எனும் 8 முறையிலும் என எண்ணியோர் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இல்லை கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் தாக்கமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் பயமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் மயக்கமும் வாழ்வீர்கள் வளத்தொடு நல் ஞானம் யோகத்தொடு நாமே நிம்மோடு நானே நீயாய் நீயே நானாய் நல்வாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்கள். 8இல் 1 செய்தாலும் கொரோனா உங்களை எட்டவிடாது காப்
Now, we'll be going through the English translation of this Devi Parashakthi Akashic reading. Devi Parashakthi is revealing and saying, "O humans, don't be scared of the deadly infection corona through these 8 ways. First, praying and meditating on me. Second, surrendering to me through social media. Third, wherever I am residing, worshipping me by doing fire walking. Fourth, applying turmeric in chest, drinking neem juice and meditating on me every day. Fifth, being in unclutched state, filling with eternal bliss. Sixth, doing ajapa japa of the cosmic sound Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Seventh, with complete mind applying banana peel and onion in heels and going to sleep. Eighth, being in the state beyond any remembrance or forgetting, in the Arunachala Spurna that blossoms as Aham Aham in the state of Ananda Spurna." With this, we come to the conclusion of this segment of the pre-satsang hosting. Please stay tuned. We'll be back very shortly. Thank you. Nithyanandam.
I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to the pre-satsang hosting. In this segment, we'll be going through the Facebook post of our beloved Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. In this particular post, we'll be going through the transcripts of the 19th July presidential address of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. I welcome everyone sitting with us all over the world with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from KAILASA. Practice Samadhi. Enrich the world with Samadhi. Whether the individual problems you are facing, your personal health related issues, or the whole world related issues, or whether you are facing your personal economic problems or the world health crisis, your personal relationship issues, or relationship between countries, for everything, conscious, unconscious blind spots responsible for almost all the problems in our life will be eliminated. If the decision makers of the world start practicing Samadhi, not only their people will be peaceful, world will become peaceful. I am not selling dreams of utopia. I am giving you the plan for utopia. Elaborately, I have spoken about how to practice Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching. All the videos I am putting on a link. If you go to this link, you will get 50 videos in various languages. Practice just 21 minutes a day. That is enough. I am not asking you more than that. In Buddhism, there is a practice. When you fall sick, use the time for practicing spirituality. Don't waste the time in other things. Let me tell you openly, the global human population is more than 7 billion. The United Nations has already announced we are going to become 8 billion by coming November. Actually, we human beings, as a modern society, we have already reached a level where we can provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care for all 8 billion people. We have already reached that state. Technology, infrastructure, everything for fulfillment in basic needs to share with all 8 billion people. But unfortunately, our decision makers have not reached that conscious level that we should provide basic needs for all 8 million people. We really lack only in consciousness, nothing else. The survival need for the 8 billion population on planet Earth is not food. We have reached the technology and methodology to provide food, housing for all 8 billion people. One side homes, foreclosure and homes are just logged without people. Other side millions homeless. One side tons of food getting wasted and destroyed to maintain the price. Other side millions dying without food. Actually, Humanity has reached a level we have evolved enough tech to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. Millions of tons clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. In many grown, evolved, rich developed countries, millions of tons of clothes used only once is being dumped into ocean. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project, Ishanya. If you see, Paramashiva's whole life is recycling. First, see where he lives, in Shamshana, the land everyone has given up. His jewelry is Rudraksha, low cost. Who are his servants? Bhutaganas. He recycles them and keeps them with him. His vehicle, old bull, Nandi, no one has use for it. Everything Paramashiva uses, if you see, is a recycled product. He is the symbol of recycling and reusing. I am starting a project, collecting these things which are getting dumped and wasted, which is in turn becoming hazard to nature, and distributing to countries, to the people for whom it is a great boon, just recycling and reusing. Even if we start putting our consciousness in that direction, we will get millions of people out of poverty. The food which is dumped, if it is taken, processed, and distributed to those who don't have food, millions will come out of poverty. In many developed countries like USA and Canada, many medical equipment they use only for 1 or 2 years and then they discard it. Those medical equipments can be greatly useful in other countries for next 10 years. It's not that within 1 year those medical equipments become useless, but somehow they keep their standard of using only for 1 year. If we just focus on this recycling, millions of people can be brought out of poverty. Second, if the decision makers are given samadhi practice and they feel less insecure, they will keep the currency current. If the currency is kept current, there will not be economic crisis. All economic crisis is insecurity developed in minds of decision makers of the world. Many country heads, when they start feeling insecure, they start hoarding. Naturally, less developed countries plunge into poverty, causing economic crisis and all other problems. Same way, this Russia-Ukraine war is not affecting only Russia and Ukrainians. At least 50 countries who are in no way involved in this war who have not made any decision for this war are suffering. At least 1 billion people all over the world will be pushed below poverty line because of Russia-Ukraine war and its ripple effects. Not just Sri Lanka alone, there are many countries in that line. All these problems can be cleared, avoided, solved, prevented by the decision makers practicing samadhi and feeling less insecure. I request all of you watch these satsangs where I am giving elaborate explanation and initiation into samadhi practice. And you practice by yourself every day for 21 minutes. Then share with as many people as possible. You can share digitally itself. You don't even need to meet face to face. If you can meet, great. If not, share digitally. Ask your friends or contacts to watch the satsang, and after they watch, clear the doubts and encourage them to practice samadhi. tiny.cc/unclutching. Please go to the link and enrich the world to practice samadhi. This Chaturmasya, 4 months, I sincerely recommend. The whole Kailasa works towards making 1 crore people practice samadhi. Let us all decide from today, we will all start sharing at least 1,000 people per day digitally. Digitally sharing is too easy. In Facebook itself, you will be having 5,000 friends. Share and ask all of them to watch and then clarify their doubts and encourage them to practice next day and ask them to start sharing with others. This Chaturmasya, let us reach 1 crore people. So my request is, let us work on making 1 crore people all over the world practice samadhi, this Chaturmasya. Second, let us enter into this Ishanya project very sincerely. All the developed countries, Kailasa, you start getting all these medical equipments, used clothes, and where the underdeveloped countries, where there is need, those countries, Kailasas, please share your requirements. The channel with which it will distribute, Kailasa will sponsor the transportation expenses. We will facilitate this and provide you all with whatever medical equipment you need for your hospitals, same way for clothes. I have seen some reports. Singapore alone dumps millions of tons of only once used clothes. If that can be collected instead of getting dumped into ocean or burnt and distributed to countries where they need, it will be a great service. Same way food. If all Kailasa puts their attention on recycling in this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty. This will become best service Kailasa can ever do because we have infrastructure spread across 140 countries. We have legitimate body. And all of you should know, with Paramashiva's grace, from 1994 till now, almost 27-28 years, me and all of you, we all worked so hard and now we have legally registered legitimate bodies in 140 countries. In 118 countries, we have charity status. In many countries, not only we can be receiving agent, we can also distribute it. Let us use this whole infrastructure. This Chaturmasya, let us plan to get 1 crore people out of poverty. 1 crore people should practice Samadhi. 1 crore people should be pulled out of poverty. This Chaturmasya, let us dedicate it to this project called Ishanya. Let us work on serving the society through these recycling methods. If we concentrate on this recycling and reusing, we will do so much good to the world. We have millions of people volunteering for us. We just need to focus on this 4 months Chaturmasya. The focus is 1 crore people should practice Samadhi. 1 crore people should be pulled out of poverty. I have 21 new projects to celebrate our upgraded new beginning. Anyhow, I have given the gist in English. Now I will speak in Tamil. Following this, from 9:15 p.m. IST, the Tamil Satsang or the presidential address was delivered. Now, moving on to the next Facebook post of our beloved Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. From yesterday, wonderful news from Kailasa. Konta zone in Ethiopia and the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the first nation of Hindus, entered into bilateral relations, emphasizing their similar values on cultural understanding, religious freedom and other rights, eradication of hunger, youth leadership, holistic health, and educational initiatives, exchanges to educate citizens, environmental stewardship, and sustainable living. Konta, previously called Ella, is one of the 49 Vodas in the southern nations, nationalities, and peoples region of Ethiopia. Because Konta is not part of any zone in the SNNPR, it is considered a special Voda, an administrative subdivision which is similar to an autonomous area. Konta is named after Konta people who speak the dialects called Konta Swa, Omotic languages. Based on the 2007 census conducted by the Central Statistical Agency of Ethiopia, CSA, this Voda has a population of 90,846 with an area of 2,554 square kilometers. Konta zone has many historical, cultural, and natural tourist attractions that are found within this region, beside the parks, Hage mineral water, the Keribela Lake, and the Bahe Lake. The Chebera Churkura National Park is one of the national parks within the Konda region that has a significant amount of natural resources. Moving on to the next Facebook post. Another wonderful news from Kailasa, the city of Georgetown, Guyana, and the state of Sri Kailasa, the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, the ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization nation, first nation of Hindus, entered into bilateral relations, emphasizing their similar values on cultural understanding, religious freedom and other rights, eradication of hunger, youth leadership, holistic health and educational initiatives, exchanges to educate citizens, environmental stewardship, and sustainable living. The city of Georgetown is the capital and the largest city of Guyana, nicknamed as Garden City of the Caribbean. The central city includes the business district as well as the seat of the national government. All executive departments of Guyana's government are located in the city, including Parliament Building, Guyana's Legislative Building, and the Courts of Appeal, Guyana's highest judicial court. The State House, the official residence of the head of the state, as well as the offices and residence of the head of the government, are both located in the city. The CARICOM headquarters is also based in Georgetown. Although it is physically located on South America's northern mainland, Georgetown City maintains strong historical, cultural, and political tie with nearby Caribbean islands. Georgetown, Guyana, is the only South American nation where English is the first official language, unlike its Spanish-speaking neighbors. Georgetown is the chief commercial and manufacturing center of Guyana. It exports sugar, rice, and tropical fruits, as well as timber, balata, bauxite, gold, and diamonds from the Guyanese hinterland. Large sugar refineries are located in the city. With this, we conclude today's Facebook sharing. We'll be moving on to the next segment and we'll be back very shortly after this break. Please stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
I'm your guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva. I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this assignment. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but Your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
Nithyanandam. Welcome to the last segment of today's pre-satsang hosting, Glimpses of the Glorious Past for 28th July, starting with 28th July 2006. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted the Nithyananda Spurna at Salem, Tamil Nadu on this day. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism delivered incisive talks and powerful techniques, where he took the 1500 participants through deep experiences and transformation. Following up pictures from this grand event. 28th July 2011. Let us watch this N News from 28th July 2011.
Nithyanandam, this is Sri Nithya Nithyananda and welcome to NT News from Nithyananda Dhyanapidam, Devi. It's Thursday, July 28, 2011. The headlines: Kailash Yatris enjoy themselves in Pokhara. Nitya Yoga Teachers Training Program at Bidadi, a report. Life Bliss Program participants share their experiences, a report from San Jose, USA. Deities at Nithyananda Vedic Temple, Toronto.
To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all.
Moving on to 28th July 2014. In this presidential address, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, expanded on completion. He described how there is a tantrum-throwing child inside you that is on strike. And the supreme pontiff of Hinduism revealed how we need not engage with him, and as that just empowers this tantrum-throwing child. Now let us sit and watch this presidential address which teaches us how to deal with the tantrum-throwing child inside us.
Madurai Dhyanapitham, Amersfoort, Netherlands, Wellington. Actually, when I sit here, I sit holding all of you. Please listen. Shiva Sutras very clearly describe even if an enlightened master holds the space of Advaita for you, you complete all your incompletions and you achieve miracles in your life. You cause your reality by causing miracles in your life. Beautifully, Shiva Sutra puts it. Whether healing a physical disease or manifesting the life as you want, if an enlightened master holds the space for you, means holds you in his consciousness, like mother holding a child. I'll say one step further. Mother holding a baby inside the womb. When he holds the space of Advaita for you, you may jump here, you may jump there, you may do this, you may do that, you may do it rightly or wrongly, but you will break all your incompletions in his space, because end of the day you are inside his space. You can kick with right hand, left hand, right leg, left leg, you can even fall, but you will fall only in his lap. So when an enlightened master holds the space for you, you are in his breathing space and he holds you consciously. You go through all your incompletions smoothly and complete and be relieved. So whenever I sit here, I hold all of you into that space. I program it automatic, and then I sit silently or sit with my some other job or whatever I am attending, but I will be sitting. This time when I was sitting, I just suddenly thought, I wanted to exactly see the depth and detail, what happens in your physiological system. See, physical is different, physiological is different, psychological is different. The psychological effect, we know what happens after the completion. After completion, what happens in your system, in your mind, we know all that. What happens after the completion, even in your physiology, we know it. I wanted to know exactly what is happening, how this fire is melting the butter. Butter is your incompletion, fire is my space. How this fire is melting your butter. How when I hold the space for you, your incompletions melts down, you relieve it and relieve it. I just wanted to see exact process where see when you heat up a vessel and put that butter, how it melts and becomes ghee. At one point there will be sound where the heat and the butter is meeting and the butter becoming ghee. That sound will come. I wanted to know where in your system exactly that sound is coming. Where the consciousness, the completion, melts your incompletion and you melt you become complete. Where it happens, how it happens. So I decided to look into some of the disciples' inner space. But as an enlightened ethics, I cannot look in, I cannot enter unless you permit. But one good thing, I had few kotaris and tanedars and mahans who never put door for me, who never put any gate. So always says, no, look inside and clean whatever need to be cleaned up. For whom I am the permanent scavenger, permanent cleaner. I decided through them I'll look in and see what happens in their system. Please understand, this is one of the biggest revelation which is going to help all of you and millions who are going to come for completely completing in a very simple, very beautiful way. The scanning I did during the time of past life regression. If you have done earlier IAs, you will find this IA is the first time after the completion I made you all sit in the past life regression before sending you for lunch. That was the time I was scanning. That was the time I was scanning. Listen. Whenever the past life memories open up, there will be a heavy incompletions. I can't even describe. It's almost like suddenly you discover a wound with so much of pus. It will be like that. So I was looking into I've taken around at least 10 specimens of various type and started looking in how this me holding the space of Advaita completes them, melts those pains and incompletions and pus away and relieves them. Understand, please listen. Please listen. This is the key word. Whenever you are sitting for completion, just sit with that heaviness on you. Whatever heaviness you feel as incompletion, if you see one part of you is always a tantrum throwing child. It does not want life, it does not want work, it does not want responsibility, it does not want society, it does not want even completion, it does not want yoga, it doesn't want anything, it just wants to cry, throw tantrum. It is like a mother holding a child and child is all the time kicking the mother. Leave me, I'm going where? I don't know. What are you going to do? No, I don't know. What's your goal? I don't know. Why are you crying? I don't know. Now, one part of you is that tantrum throwing child. How many of you recognize there is a part of you which is constant tantrum throwing child? Just sit with that child. Decide, okay, what can be done? You are like this, I am like this, let us sit together. Don't bring your grown-up intelligence to complete that child or relive, nothing. Just sit with that child. That's all I am saying. Tell yourself clearly, listen, this has to be very clearly understood. There is part of you which has already tasted completion and complete. There is part of you which is tantrum throwing child. It wants to break everything. House need to be cleaned? No, I am throwing the house. Job need to be attended? No, I am resigning from it. Car need to be cleaned? No, I am throwing it away, junking it. You have to go to school? No, I want to burn the school. You have to dress up? No, I don't want to. You have to do completion? No, I don't want to. It just throws tantrum, doesn't want to do anything. Let you sit with the space of your completion one side, the other side the tantrum throwing child. It doesn't want to do anything with your logic. It says, I am on strike. Please understand, inside all of us, there is a professional protesting, tantrum throwing child, which protests even against the protest. After protesting 2 days, throwing tantrum, I want to lie down all the time in the bed, I don't want to do anything. All right, you lie down. After 2 days, third day, I can't even lie down in the bed. I'm feeling like burning, suffocating, everything is burning, head to toe, I don't know what to do, I want to do something. All right, come on, then let's go to office, or let's go to the temple, let's go to mall. No, I don't want to do any of that. Then let's lie down. No, I don't want to lie down, it is suffocating. The tantrum throwing child should never be handled logically. Please listen, this is the key word. Do not ever try to have a conversation with the tantrum throwing child. The more conversation you have, more frustrated you will become. Because the tantrum throwing child is not debating with you, he is protesting against you. So the more you engage the child in dialogue, more you try to engage that part of you in conversation, the more you will become frustrated. More the tantrum throwing child will become empowered. If there is a light, in front of that light I am doing some shadow games. How they do the shadow games, moving the fingers through that, they create shadows, and that's through the shadows they tell stories. The shadow stories in shadow games. In this shadow game, one lion and one deer, both of them are fighting. The lion is attacking the deer. You feel so painful and compassionate, you just wanted to save that deer from the lion. What's the best way? Switch off the light. Don't try to strengthen the deer. Don't try to supply weapons to the deer. Don't give rifle to the deer. Don't attack the lion. All that will be stupid. You will be attacking your own hand, which is doing the shadow game. Just switch off the light. Then the whole shadow game loses its power. Same way, the tantrum throwing child in you is empowered when you engage in dialogue with that child. When you try to logically analyze with that child, reason with that child. If you tell the child, come on, all the time you are throwing tantrum, you don't go to office, you don't want to work in the house, you don't want to do completion, then what are you going to do? That is what empowers that child. You considering the child as an entity, you trying to complete with that child, you trying to deal with that child, empowers that tantrum throwing child. Leads to frustration of the tantrum throwing child and of you, frustration of you. Only thing you need to do, just sit. Yes, part of me is a tantrum throwing child. It is sitting like a butter on the fire. The fire is me, the space of completion. Just sit. Don't have the greed. The tantrum throwing child should melt away immediately. Don't have that fear what that stupid child is going to do to you and what all you have to go through. Nothing. When you sit in the banks of Ganga, silently, automatically there will be rain, shine, Ganga level raising up, down, you will be cleaned. Even if you don't enter into the Ganga and take bath. Just sit on the space of your completion with the tantrum throwing child, which is part of you. Suddenly you will see the tantrum throwing child, which is part of you, just melts away. After 2 days, you will not even be able to remember that part of you which is all the time throwing tantrum. Understand the lesson I learnt from that session, exactly what is happening. I wanted all of you to do that process. This is one of the core truth about completion. Understand? All of us carry that professional protesting child who just doesn't like anything, doesn't want anything, doesn't feel good with anything, doesn't feel homely with anything, doesn't like anything. Only it wants to break everything. Marriage, break it. Family, break it. Job, break it. House, break it. Spirituality, break it. Completion, break it. Anything it sees in front of its eyes, it just wants to break it. It just wants to break it. That's all. Sit with that child, knowing clearly your completion is powerful enough. When you sit with that child as that child, don't even try to complete that child. Yes, this is the way part of me is. Just sit with that child. Don't have any dialogue. Don't even think, plan to complete that child. Don't think to relieve all that. Not even a completion process. Just sit with that child and know very clearly your completion space will melt down that child. You will see like a butter melting down. That incompletion, suddenly it will happen in like a fraction of a second. You will be in a different space. That heaviness, that load of that child is no more there. Not even that child is dead, that child is evaporated. Understand? It does not even die and leave its dead body. It just gets evaporated. I saw that day. The moment I started holding my space of Advaita, I could see like in the hot pan, the moment you put the butter, how it becomes ghee in few seconds. Same way, all these guys, their incompletion just evaporated. In a hot pan, if you put the handful of ice, not only it will become water, it will become steam. Same way, I saw all these guys just, their incompletions, the tantrum throwing child is evaporated. Listen. The Advaitic space is not my property. Understand? I am a wholesale dealer, but I am not proprietor. It is not my own property. All of you have it. All of you have that inside you. So decide to sit with your Advaitic space and with your tantrum throwing child. Actually, you are nothing but the fight between your tantrum throwing child and your Advaitic space. Unfortunately, you think you own the tantrum throwing child because he makes more noise. An Advaitic space is very silent and polite. Because of that, you think he is not there. Sit with the clarity. Your Advaitic space will melt down, evaporate the tantrum throwing child you are carrying. Just in few seconds, the tantrum throwing child will evaporate. It will not be there anymore. Today I wanted all of you to do this process. Take at least 21 minutes and sit. Of course, all the inner awakening participants I will be guiding today, you guys will do. Already you have done it. You have done it, and we will be doing further different levels of completion. But all the satsang participants, satsangis, don't miss this process. Sit. Sit with yourself for 21 minutes and do this completion. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, response.
What I feel is whether we sit the right context or not, there satsanga, Swamiji will give such opportunities in our life, like where he'll form a satsanga around us. Because what I understand is like the importance of satsanga itself is for us to get into the right context only. Get into the right context and start living it. So what I feel is whether if you're still having that immature cognition and not the right context, then automatically Swamiji will give you like such situations and he'll put you under a satsanga so that you can evolve more and become like him.
What I feel is like how Swamiji told, Satsanga and Swamiji is the same.
Moving on to 28th July 2016, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanded on pure questioning in this presidential address. Now let us watch this presidential address.
Us through Facebook Live. Savu pranasya pranaha chakshuhu adimushya dhiraha pretyasmallokat amruta bhavanti shrotrasya shrotram manasa manoyat vachoha vasam savu pranasya pranaha chakshuhu adimushya dhiraha pretyasmallokat amruta bhavanti. The translation: it is the ear of the ear, that by which one hears, the mind of the mind, the faculty of thinking, and intellect, the speech of the speech, walk that which creates sound vibration. It indeed is a vital life of the life energy, the power of sustaining life, and it also is the eye of the eye, the power of sight, the wise enlightened beings having liberated themselves from the senses and identifying with the subtle, inexhaustible source on leaving and rising beyond this ephemeral world, become immortal and eternal. Understand? The whole verse is declaring the answer for the pure questioning. First verse was pure questioning, keneshita prena. It is pure questioning. Now the answer. But the danger in answer is anything your mind can grasp is not truth. Because anything your mind can grasp, it can deny, that is ultimate. Anything known is already dead for your mind. Please understand. Anything known is already dead for your mind. The existence cannot be dead. Only your mind has to die in the existence. So the declaration of the truth has to be such where your mind cannot succeed in knowing, it just gets drowned and becomes knowing. Understand? If your mind succeeds in knowing anything and retains its existence, it is knowledge. If your mind is drowned and disappears in the process of knowing, it is experience. If your mind sustains the process of knowing and retains its original form even after knowing, it is process of knowledge. If your mind drowns and dissolves in the process of very knowing, it is experience, reality, truth, existence, Brahman, Sadashiva, Paramborul. Upanishad is declaring the truth without even getting polluted by the saliva of the tongue through which it comes out. Understand? Like Meenakshi, immaculate birth. She was never conceived in the woman's womb and given birth like usual birth. She just appeared in Chitaknigunda Sambhuta. In Chitaknigunda, that is why she is called as Sri Mata Sri Maharagni Chitaknigunda Sambhuta in Lalita Sahasranama. Just came out of conscious Agnigunta, conscious fire pit, pure, untouched by any human components or elements. This verse is pure as Meenakshi, untouched by the mind or the tongue through which it rolled out and came. That is why when we declare Upanishads are apaurushya, not by any human being. They can't understand such beautiful, pure poetry can exist without a poet. Yes, it is possible. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat vasoha vasam vachoha vacham sav pranasya pranaha. See, the whole verse is not pointing towards anything. It just says it is ear of the ear by which one hears, mind of the mind through which you think, speech of the speech which creates sound vibrations. It indeed is the vital life of the life energy, the power of sustaining life. It is also eye of the eye, the power of sight. The wise enlightened beings, having liberated themselves from the senses and identifying with the subtle, inexhaustible source, and living and rising beyond this ephemeral world, become immortal and eternal. Amrita bhavanti. Even when I remember this truth, I see nectar, amrita is just getting flooded into the body. The joy, clarity, experience that I am immortal. Thanks to the Upanishad, gratitude to the Upanishadic rishis. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat. Nowhere they are pointing, this is consciousness. They are not even using the word consciousness in this. Some alien translators, alien historians have tried to translate this verse using the word consciousness. No, the word consciousness does not exist in the whole verse.
Moving on to 28 July 2017. In this presidential address delivered on 28 July 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism tears the remaining mask of the modern education system. He describes how the man-made education system is making us what we don't want to be. Paramashivoham Level 3, Season 2, starting from 15th August to 4th September 2022. After 3 years, the most awaited program with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Paramashivoham is an immersive 21-day awakening event to teach you the science of manifesting the ultimate consciousness in you. This Paramashivoham manifests the deeper experiences of 25 states of consciousness, vertical time zones, power manifestation. Join us for this grand event by registering at kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. With this, we come to the end of today's pre-satsang hosting. Very shortly, we will be watching today's alive satsang. Now, let us prepare ourselves for receiving the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the alive satsang. Let us all now sit straight with our head, neck, spine in a straight line and chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.